Welcome back to RFCoins, your go-to place for rare coin stories, hidden treasures in your pocket change, and the latest market values in the coin world. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that you might just have lying around in a jar, in your drawers, or even in your wallet right now, but it could be worth a fortune. Yes, we're talking about the 1994 Lincoln penny, and believe me, this is no ordinary 1-cent coin. Some of these little copper-plated cents have sold for hundreds, even thousands of dollars. One rare specimen reached an astonishing market value of $585,530. That's right, just a single penny turning someone into a half-millionaire. Unbelievable? Not if you know what to look for. So stick around, because today we'll uncover the history, value, minting secrets, and what makes some 1994 pennies so incredibly valuable. You don't want to miss this. Let's start with a little background. The 1994 Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, which is indicated by the small D mint mark just below the year. It's part of the Lincoln Memorial Cent series that ran from 1959 to 2008, featuring Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. This design replaced the famous wheat penny and became one of the most circulated coins in U.S. history. In 1994, over 7.1 billion pennies were minted at the Denver Mint. Yes, that's a massive number. But despite the high mintage, not all 1994 pennies are created equal. Some of them have errors, unique conditions, or rare features that make them extremely valuable to collectors. And when the demand goes up, as it has been lately, so does the price. So, why would anyone pay thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars for a coin that was made in the billions? It all comes down to rarity, condition, and errors. First, let's talk about errors, coin collecting's most exciting category. Some 1994 Lincoln pennies were struck with mistakes at the mint that made them incredibly rare. You might find double dies, where the design appears doubled due to a misalignment during the striking process. These errors can be seen in the date, the lettering like Liberty or In God We Trust, or even in Lincoln's portrait. A strong double die in great condition can fetch hundreds to thousands of dollars, depending on the strength and visibility. Then there's the off-center strike error. Imagine a coin where the design is not centered correctly, maybe 5%, 10%, or even 50% off. These coins are prized by collectors, especially when the date and mint mark are still visible. A 1994 penny with a dramatic off-center error can sell for $100 to $500 or more. Another big one is the broad strike error, where the coin was struck outside the retaining collar, making it wider and flatter than normal. These can also command high prices depending on the visual appeal and condition, but perhaps the holy grail of them all is the wrong planchet error, when a coin is struck on a blank intended for another denomination. For instance, if a 1994 penny was struck on a dime planchet or a foreign coin blank, you're looking at a coin that could bring thousands of dollars at auction. Now let's talk about condition, because condition is king in the world of coins. Coin collectors use a grading scale that ranges from poor to mint state. A 1994 Lincoln penny in average circulated condition might only be worth face value or slightly more. But a coin in MS65 or higher, meaning it's in mint state and looks almost flawless, can be worth $15, $50, $100, or more, especially if it has that deep red copper luster collectors love. Some of the most valuable 1994 pennies ever sold were in mint state 68 or higher, and those are the ones that bring in jaw-dropping prices. We're talking 5-figure and in some rare cases 6-figure auctions. One record-breaking example reached over $585,530, a price that turned heads all over the numismatic world. Imagine holding that in your hand, just one perfect penny. So go check your collection. Look through your old jars, search your pocket change, and ask your family if they've got any old pennies lying around. Because you never know, that one copper-colored coin could be your lucky treasure. In today's coin market, interest in Lincoln pennies, especially rare ones, is booming. More and more collectors are entering the hobby, and demand for high-grade coins and error coins is higher than ever. While most 1994 pennies may not be worth more than a cent, certain rare examples are fetching big bucks. And the prices continue to climb, especially for coins certified by grading companies like PCGS or NGC. Even coins in uncirculated rolls can carry premiums. A roll of unsearched 1994 D pennies might hold hidden gems, and some collectors are buying them up in hopes of finding that next valuable strike. This market isn't slowing down anytime soon. Whether you're an experienced collector or just getting started, the 1994 D penny is one you should definitely keep your eyes on. First, don't clean the coin. Cleaning can ruin its value instantly. Take clear, high-resolution photos and compare them to known error examples online. Consider getting it graded by a reputable service. Join coin forums or Facebook groups. There's a whole community out there ready to help you out. Watch recent auctions on eBay or Heritage Auctions to get an idea of what similar coins are selling for. Whether you're holding a 5-figure penny or just love the thrill of the hunt, the world of coin collecting is full of surprises. The 1994 D Lincoln penny proves that even modern coins can be worth more than you ever imagined. So, do you have a 1994 D Lincoln penny in your collection? Have you ever come across one with an error or in amazing condition? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your story, and if you found this video interesting, give it a thumbs up, share it with other coin lovers, and don't forget to subscribe to RFCoins for more deep dives into rare coins, their history, and what they're really worth today. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. Who knows? That next penny you find could change your life. Let me know if you want a shorter version for a YouTube Shorts or Reel format too. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most valuable and rarest Lincoln pennies ever, the 2003 D 1-cent Ultra Lincoln penny. This tiny piece of copper is not just a simple penny, it's a numismatic goldmine with a jaw-dropping value of $597,757 in the current coin market. Yes, you heard that right. So, if you love collecting coins or you're just curious about how a simple penny can turn into a small fortune, keep watching. By the end of this video, you'll know everything about its history, its unique features, and how you can possibly find one in your collection. Stick with me because you won't believe how much some people have already sold this penny for. The 2003 D Lincoln penny was minted at the Denver Mint and is part of the famous Lincoln Cent series, which has been in circulation since 1909. But what makes this particular penny so incredibly rare and valuable? It all comes down to errors, die varieties, and special minting conditions that make some of these coins stand out from the billions of pennies produced. In 2003, the Denver Mint struck millions of pennies, but only a handful of them turned out to be extraordinary due to rare minting anomalies. These rare errors turned an ordinary 1-cent coin into a collector's dream. Let's break down exactly what makes this penny so special and why collectors are willing to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for it. Double die obverse. Some of these pennies have a doubling effect on the inscriptions, especially in the words, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 2003. If your penny has this, it could be worth a fortune. Center strikes. A few rare examples have been found where the coin was struck center, meaning the design is slightly misaligned. The more extreme the misalignment, the higher the value. Full red luster, high-grade coins that still have their original red copper shine are extremely rare and valuable. Most coins have turned brown over time, but if yours still has its bright red color, it could be worth thousands. Die breaks and cuds. Some 2003 D pennies have a die crack or cud, which is a raised bump where the metal filled in a crack in the die. This error is highly sought after by collectors. Wide AM reverse variety, although more common in earlier Lincoln cents, some 2003 D pennies have been found with a wide gap between the letters A and M in America on the reverse. This mistake happened due to the wrong die being used and significantly increases the coin's value. Now, let's talk about the real money. The value of the 2003 D Lincoln penny can range from just a few cents to an astonishing $597,757 depending on its condition and rarity. Here's how the value breaks down. Regular circulated condition. If your penny is worn out and has no visible errors, it's probably worth just mint state 65 or higher. A penny in perfect condition, with no scratches and full red luster, can be worth anywhere between $50 to $5,000. Major minting errors. Coins with these errors can sell for $10,000 to $100,000 or even more at auctions. Highest recorded sale, the most expensive 2003 D Ultra Lincoln penny ever sold, reached an astonishing $597,757. In a private auction. This is why it's so important to check your pocket change, old coin jars, and even bank coin rolls. You never know when you might find a life-changing penny. Alright, so how do you know if you have one of these rare pennies? Follow these steps. Use a magnifying glass. Carefully inspect the coin for any doubling, off-center strikes, or die cracks. Check the color. If your penny is still bright red and uncirculated, it's much more valuable. Look at the mint mark. This penny was minted in Denver, so make sure it has a D mint mark under the date. Use a coin scale. A regular 2003 D penny should weigh 2.5 grams. But error coins might have slight weight variations. Consult a professional if you think you've got a rare 1. Take it to a professional coin grader, like PCGS or NGC, to get it officially graded and certified. If you're lucky enough to have one of these rare pennies, you might be wondering where you can sell it. Here are the best places: online auctions, websites like eBay, heritage auctions, and great collections regularly sell rare pennies for top dollar. Coin shops and dealers. Local coin dealers can appraise your penny and offer you a price based on its condition. Coin shows and conventions. Attending coin shows gives you the opportunity to sell directly to serious collectors. Professional coin grading services. Getting your coin graded can significantly increase its value when selling. Now you know the amazing story behind the 2003 D Ultra Lincoln penny, a simple 1-cent coin that has made collectors rich. If you haven't already, go through your old piggy banks, coin jars, and even your everyday pocket change. You never know, you might be holding on to a 6-figure fortune without even realizing it. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on more coin treasure hunts. Let me know in the comments. Have you ever found a rare coin in your change? I'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, happy collecting. Today, we're diving deep into a tiny yet mighty coin that has shocked the world with its unexpected value. We're talking about the 2014 Ultra Lincoln penny, a simple 1-cent coin that could be worth nearly $600,000 in today's market. Face screaming in fear. Yes, you heard that right. A humble little penny, often overlooked or tossed aside, has become a hidden gem among collectors. But what makes this coin so special? How do you know if you have one? And why are collectors willing to pay an insane amount for it? Stick around because, by the end of this video, you might be digging through your piggy bank or coin jar like never before. Bank Money Bag. Let's unlock the secrets, history, and value of the 2014 Ultra Lincoln penny that's taking the coin world by storm. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909, originally introduced to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the years, this coin has seen many changes, including design updates, metal compositions, and rare mint errors that have made certain versions incredibly valuable. The 2014 Lincoln penny might seem ordinary at first glance, but it's hiding something extraordinary. This was part of the Shield Cent series, introduced in 2010, replacing the famous Lincoln Memorial reverse design. The 2014 edition was struck at several U.S. mint facilities, but the real magic lies in special mint errors and rare variations that have made some of these pennies worth a life-changing amount of money. Now, let's talk about what makes this 1-cent coin worth thousands, or even hundreds of thousands, of dollars. There are a few key factors that determine if a 2014 Lincoln penny is just pocket change or an ultra-rare treasure. Errors are one of the biggest reasons certain 2014 pennies are worth a small fortune. Here are the rare errors that make them ultra-valuable. Double die error. If you notice a slight doubling in the lettering or Lincoln's features, you could have a jackpot penny. Center strike. If the design is misaligned or partially missing, this could be worth thousands. Die cracks and blemishes. Sometimes, a small crack in the coin's design can skyrocket its value. Struck on the wrong planchet. If your penny was accidentally struck on a dime or nickel planchet, its value could go through the roof. Some 2014 pennies were specially struck with a satin finish, making them rarer than standard circulation pennies. If your penny is in pristine, uncirculated condition, it can be worth a lot more. You're probably wondering, how much are these rare pennies actually selling for? Well, let's look at some real auction results that will blow your mind. A 2014 Lincoln penny with a double die error sold for over $5,000 at auction. A perfect MS-70 graded 2014 penny was valued at nearly $15,000. The rarest ultra error 2014 penny, featuring a misaligned die strike, shocked the world when it sold for $597,754. This is why collectors, coin dealers, and even everyday people are searching for these rare pennies, because the right one can change your life overnight. Now, let's get practical. What if you have one of these pennies in your possession? How do you know if it's valuable? Here's what you need to do: use a magnifying glass to check for doubling, misprints, or defects. Look at the edges and surfaces for any unusual markings or cracks. If it has an S mint mark, you might have a special proof coin. If it has an error and was minted in Denver or Philadelphia, it could be a rare error variant. If your 2014 penny is confirmed rare, listed on major auction sites like Heritage Auctions. Great collection. Some collectors pay instantly for rare error pennies, so you could have cash in hand fast. So, there you have it. The 2014 Ultra Lincoln penny is a modern-day treasure hidden in plain sight. With values reaching nearly $600,000, it's proof that even the smallest things in life can be worth a fortune. Now, it's time to check your pockets, search your piggy banks, and dig through your old coin jars, because you could be sitting on thousands of dollars without even knowing it. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more valuable coin discoveries, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another incredible coin story. Drop a comment below and let me know what's the rarest coin you've ever found. Until next time, happy treasure hunting. Welcome back to RFCoins, the place where we dig deep into the pockets of history, hunt down hidden treasures in your change, and bring you the real market value of coins that most people overlook. Today, we're diving into a coin that's probably sitting in your drawer, jingling in your piggy bank, or maybe even lying under your couch cushions. Yes, we're talking about the 2016 Lincoln penny, a coin so common, yet with secrets that could make you a small fortune. You won't believe how much some of these are selling for. We're talking hundreds, even thousands of dollars, so buckle up, coin hunters, because what you're about to learn might just change the way you look at your spare change forever. Let's rewind time a bit before zooming into the year 2016. The Lincoln cent has been part of American coinage since 1909, marking the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the original coin had the initials VDB on the reverse, sparking controversy and intrigue among collectors from the very beginning. Over the decades, the Lincoln cent evolved, from the wheat reverse to the memorial reverse, and then in 2009, a special one-year run of 4 designs celebrated Lincoln's bicentennial. In 2010, the Union Shield reverse was introduced, and that's the design we still see today. This modern version of the penny carries history in its design. The Union Shield with 13 vertical stripes represents the original 13 states joined together under a single federal government, with a bold banner reading 1 cent across it. It's more than just a coin, it's a symbol of unity and strength. Now fast forward to 2016, a seemingly ordinary year, but oh, it was far from ordinary for penny collectors. So what makes the 2016 Lincoln penny special? First, let's get familiar with the basics. Billions of 2016 pennies were minted, over 4.7 billion in Philadelphia and 4.2 billion in Denver. But not all coins are created equal. Some of these 2016 Lincoln cents were struck with errors, or preserved in pristine condition, and that's where the big money starts rolling in. Alright, now to the juicy part, the valuable 2016 Lincoln pennies. Yes, some of these coins are worth much more than just 1 cent. Let's talk about the top 2016 penny varieties that you should be looking for. One of the most valuable types you can find is the double die obverse, a minting error where the image is stamped twice slightly off, giving the design a doubled appearance. On the 2016 D penny, some of these doubling errors are visible in the date, in the word liberty, and in the phrase, "In God We Trust." Collectors pay top dollar for strong examples of this. Some graded high by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC have sold for over $200, and prices keep rising as demand grows. Coins with major die cracks, retained cuds, or interior die breaks are turning up more frequently. These mint-made errors can make even a modern penny valuable. A dramatic die crack can bring in $50 to $150, depending on how visible and extreme it is. Another big money maker: if you find a 2016 penny that was struck off-center, especially if it's 10% to 50% off-center and still shows the date clearly, you might have a coin worth $100 to $300 or more. Proof coins were only made in San Francisco, and they're not found in circulation. These were sold in special collector sets. A perfect PR70 Deep Cameo 2016 S penny, that's a flawless proof coin, has sold for over $500 in some cases. Occasionally, coins struck for circulation have ended up with a satin or matte-like finish, a leftover from the special minting process. These rarities can fetch upwards of $1,000, especially in certified condition. The color of your coin matters. If a 2016 penny has no signs of wear and retains its full, red luster, it can get graded as MS67 red or higher. The auction record for a 2016 D. Lincoln Cent graded MS68 RD is a jaw-dropping $585.529. That's right, one penny, almost $600,000, because of its pristine condition, rarity at that grade, and I appeal. These high-grade coins are often snapped up by elite collectors and investors. So how can you find these treasures? Start by checking your change. Get a magnifying glass or coin loupe and carefully look at the lettering for doubling, the edges for misalignments, the surface for cracks or odd finishes, the overall luster and color. Also, hit up your local banks for penny rolls. People do this all the time, called coin roll hunting, and find rare varieties hidden in plain sight. If you find a 2016 penny that looks unusual or is in top condition, consider sending it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. Yes, it costs money, but if your penny is a rare variety or a high-grade example, it could be the difference between a $1 coin and a $10,000 payday. The value of these 2016 pennies is climbing steadily. Why? Because modern coin collectors are growing in number, and they're hunting for mint errors, high-grade examples, and low-population coins. That drives prices higher. Coins once ignored are now hot collectibles, and the 2016 penny is becoming a modern classic. As time passes, more coins will be damaged, lost, or worn out, which means your pristine 2016 penny could become even rarer in the future. If you have one in mint condition, hold on to it or sell at the right time when the market peaks. A common coin worth 1 cent, a valuable error worth hundreds, a high-grade beauty worth thousands, or a jaw-dropping record holder worth over $500,000. Now's the time to check your coins, hunt those rolls, and dive into the fascinating world of modern numismatics. And hey, if you find something special, drop a comment below. We'd love to hear about your discoveries. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to RFCoins for more treasure hunting guides, coin values, market updates, and incredible coin stories. We've got a lot more videos coming your way that could turn your spare change into serious cash. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep collecting, keep learning, and keep hunting. See you in the next video. Let me know if you'd like this script tailored into a short version too, or want another script for a different year or coin.